Hello and welcome to Vet Talks. I wanted to start off by, you know, picking a topic off the top of my head. I was trying to think of what is something I would like to talk about, and I wanted to talk about anxiety. Now, everybody deals with anxiety in their daily life. It could be the anxiety of having to drive your car, and you have to do that defensive driving techniques where you're just expecting somebody to do something crazy and then you'll be ready for it. In the military, there are certain anxiety points that people do stress over. One of them is we're going to do a PT test, which is a physical evaluation to see if you're physically fit to be able to do whatever your job description requires. A lot of people struggle with this is because a lot of people had injuries and they never wanted, or they weren't really, it was almost you were discouraged in the military. In my first couple of years at Fort Bragg, you're discouraged to going from sick call. Going to sick call is like a really bad thing, and they talk about you got to suck it up and drive on and all that good stuff. So with that being said, you may have gotten some injuries that you didn't get taken care of, and because of that, maybe you suffer in a certain event. For a lot of people, it's the run. You got to run 2 miles within a certain amount of time, and depending on your age, depends on how much time you're given. But it's a stressful situation because it's a snowball effect. If you fail one event, there's three events. If you fail one of them, then you're gonna have to take the test again. Let's say you pass all of that. Let's say you did great. You did able to do all the push-ups and sit-ups and run and everything like that. But after that, got to do that height and weight. You might be a guy that just naturally pack on some pounds, and that might be a stressful situation. You're going to be, a lot of people are going to be stressing over that, and that builds up that anxiety again. And of course, during deployment, you get a lot of situations that build up that anxiety. So how do you deal with anxiety? What do you do with anxiety? There's a term, the rabbit hole. When you let anxiety continue to bombard your thoughts, you begin to go down scenarios. Well, how can I better? What can I do? Or is there a certain thing that I can? Maybe I need to figure out how to get out of this situation, this anxiety bubble. And for a lot of people, they just don't know. They don't deal very well with anxiety, so they end up getting what you could have a breakdown. I've had them. It's a time where you're just done. You're done. You're done. You don't want to play no more reindeer games. You're done. And in the military career, one of the things that a lot of soldiers deal with is that they get to that point, but they can't do anything about it because there's a family relying on them to bring home, to make a living. So you take that and you even though you want to release it, you want to throw some stress, whatever, but guess what? You got to bubble it up and you got to suck it up and you got to hold on to it because the Army doesn't allow you to blow up. You do that, you lose everything. You're gonna lose some rank. You're gonna lose the moment you lose your military bearing. Yeah. So and that's why once I retired, I remember feeling a sense of, poof. Well, man, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about stressing over these certain stresses that I had with work. But of course, like everything else, you have to stress with new things. But how do you deal with anxiety? How do you deal with these stressing situations? Well, when you go to these classes, some people give you techniques or whatever, I guess breathing techniques and stuff like that. Uh, for me, I would definitely say um, I have to stew over it. Unfortunately, I stew over it. I take it. I run through all the scenarios of whatever it is I'm dealing with, and I try to convince myself of the one word that I learned during one of my therapy sessions that I had. Radical acceptance. Radical acceptance is basically it is what it is. Even though you don't like it, it is what it is. And you just have to say, okay, do I want to fight this? Do I want to? Is there too many chips on my shoulder that I've been wronged? I gotta fight this, or do I go down the path of just saying, okay, it is what it is? And for me, I think it's when I get the it is what it is. I think that's when I get the ability to just accept it, not agree with it. No, I would never agree with it. Heck no. But it is what it is. So, all right, that's today's topic. See y'all later.